there guys, welcome back to the channel. So, in this video I'm going to just touch on a few transfer rumours that have been going around. As I mentioned at the beginning of my last video, it's very quiet in regards to anything credible for Liverpool. There's 12 days left of the window, as I think I'm right. It shuts on the 1st of February, I think. And there's nothing credible, as I just said. There's nothing from Ornstein. There's nothing from Paul Joyce. There's nothing from James Pearce. There's nothing from Fabrizio Romano. You know, and in regards to, nothing is. There's no denials that Liverpool are after anybody, but there's also no claims that Liverpool are after anybody. It's just a bit of a weird window, really. I'm starting to come across to the way thinking that Liverpool are trying to get feelers in for the summer. You know, backup plans for like if Salah's sold and centre backs that Liverpool are obviously chasing. The only reason I think Liverpool would do something now is if another club is very close to signing one of our key targets. You know, in regards to like we did with Luis Diaz and Cody Gakpo. You know, at the beginning of the window, I thought we'd go for a midfielder, heavily linked with Andre, and there was other defenders like midfielders like Manu Kone as well, guys that we've been linked with, and there's just been nothing. And that Asia Cup's gone on, and you know, we haven't played now for, it feels like a long time. And we're coming towards, you know, the back end of January anyway. So these players will be coming back to us pretty shortly. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. It seems just really quiet. But yeah, in this video, I thought I'd just cover off what's the latest on some of these links that have come out for Liverpool. But first, I wanted to cover this Sven-Göran Eriksson one. So, Paul Joyce has put an article out today in the Times stating that Jurgen Klopp has offered Sven the chance to fulfil his dream to manage Liverpool. The former England manager, 75, who is suffering from pancreatic cancer, has been told by doctors that he may only have a year to live, and has admitted that one of his few footballing regrets was not taking charge of Liverpool, the team that he and his father support. Klopp said that he would throw open the club's doors to Eriksson. The outpour of support for Eriksson prompted the idea that he could manage Liverpool's legends when they face Ajax legends in a charity match on March the 23rd. Liverpool officials have already been in touch with Eriksson's family to discuss what is possible given his health issues. So, that's a bit thingy, isn't it? Like, maybe he won't be able to do it because of how he is. But Klopp has also extended an invitation for Eriksson to come to the club's AXA training facility and take up the reins. I'm just going to quote Klopp now for a little bit. "I know him without knowing him. We've never met. It's obviously very touching news when you heard about it. I heard for the first time about his admiration and love for Liverpool, that he was a fan for his whole life. So I have heard now about the Legends game and stuff like that. That's not something I'm in charge of, so I can't say anything about that. The only thing I can say is he's absolutely very welcome to come here, and he can sit in my seat in my office and do my job for a day if he wants. That's not a problem. Being on the sideline might be a little bit more difficult. To have him here and show him everything and how this wonderful club developed over the years, I think that's definitely something we will tell him. He can come over and have a wonderful few hours here, I'm sure." Eriksson, who has said any offer to manage the Legends would be gratefully accepted, was in charge of England on 3 occasions, blah, 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 when they visited Anfield. He was previously invited to Anfield by former Liverpool manager Joe Fagan, visiting the fabled boot room and watching the first team train. Eriksson once said that hearing "You'll Never Walk Alone" sung by the Kop as the teams came out onto the pitch made him freeze. The Swedish coach has insisted that he is trying to lead as normal a life as possible despite the diagnosis, and refuses to sit down and cry, feeling sorry for himself. That's touching, that, guys. Honestly, I think this has got to happen, in all fairness. I really do. Yeah. It makes the club look really good, you know, and it shows that, you know, the whole "you'll never walk alone." It's got to happen, guys. It really has. It really, really has to happen, and I hope it does. Now, just to touch on some of these rumours, guys, that have been going around. There's one here that I wanted to touch on. Where's it gone now? There we go. So, Liverpool are reportedly, according to Italian outlet Calcio Mercato, looking at Shakhtar Donetsk's midfielder Grigori Sudakov, and claims there's big competition for the 21-year-old who continues to amaze at the Ukrainian side. Juve and Napoli are said to be the two clubs who have been in touch with his entourage for a long time, with Barcelona, Bayern Munich and Man City also interested. The Anfield side gets some special attention though, with Calcio Mercato saying it's above all Liverpool who will strongly compete for the signing and are still in contact with those who manage him. It is said that the Reds were very close to landing Sudakov last summer and are still in a strong chase for him. Shakhtar Donetsk are said to be demanding at least €40 million for a deal, so £35 million, give or take, and the Italian clubs are said to be very focused on winning that battle. All that competition will certainly help the Ukrainian side get the money they want for a player who's only valued by transfer market at €18 million. With Liverpool engaged in this race for so long, they'd better be prepared to beat Juve and Napoli with the highest bid, who, as well as others, might be able to financially compete with them. So it seems like he's going to go to the highest bidder. There's this guy's. I've just literally loaded his profile up on Transfer Market, and so he's 21. He's made 10 appearances in their league this year, scoring 2 goals, no assists. Champions League, 6 appearances, 1 goal, 1 yellow. The Ukrainian Cup, 2 appearances, 1 assist. Now, it says here he plays as an attacking midfielder. He can also play a little bit deeper as a central midfielder and also as a left winger. Now, to me, this is a player that Liverpool don't need. In the attacking midfielder's sense, you've got Szoboszlai, Elliott, Jones, Gravenberch, McAllister when he's not sitting in the 6. We don't need another one to come in for this one. So, you know, it just doesn't make sense unless you're moving one of them players on. And you can't see that being, you know, Szoboszlai and Gravenberch or McAllister. They've literally just come in. I can't see that being Jones because he's having a really consistent season. And I can't see that being Elliott either because Elliott's, you know, seems to be little Klopp's little golden boy. Do you know what I mean? He seems to be the project that Klopp puts lots of his effort into turning into this good player. So, yeah, let's see if this pops up again, guys. But for the time being, I'm not really seeing much in this that I kind of believe, to be fair. It doesn't look... I believe the link might have been there in the summer as an option. But if you see this link out there, guys, I wouldn't put too much into it because it just doesn't seem to be a player that we need, in my opinion. We need like a 6, not another attacking midfielder. Next up here, we have Liverpool and Tottenham are vying for Ko Itakuru, the defender from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Going forward, I will refer to him as Ko because I think I butchered his last name then. So it says here that Spurs' interest dates back to when Ange Postecoglou was at Celtic. So this is basically a report from Sky Germany, who are reporting that the player is up for a move to the Premier League, and that Liverpool and Tottenham have put feelers out to him after he was signed by Borussia Mönchengladbach from Man City for just €5 million in 2022. Sky Germany claim that the defender can be signed in the summer for €15 million due to a release clause that is not valid this month. Tottenham's interest in the player seems to be a very specific wish from Ange, with the outlet claiming that the manager wanted the player signed during his time at Celtic. The manager was at Celtic Park from 2021, 2023, and after failing to get him there, he's probably got a better chance now. Regarding Liverpool, the story claims from Sky Germany that Jurgen Klopp has got an eye on the 26-year-old. And then Itakaru belonged to Man City for 3 years and never played for them. And that's why a return to the Premier League is seen as a way for him to finally prove himself in English football. Now, I have seen this lad mentioned to us a few times, to be fair. And I feel like there might be something potentially in this, guys. You know, Borussia Mönchengladbach is a team that Liverpool are also monitoring another player there, Manu Kone. So when they've been watching Manu Kone, is this guy like impressed them as well? He's a cheap deal, €15 million. So 10, 12 million pounds. If I'm correct, is Japanese. So again, that's another player that we've had that would boost the reputation of Liverpool in that country, you know, in that fan base, generates more revenue. Very much similar to Minamino and Endo, that we've obviously signed him. So again, guys, this might be something to keep an eye on in regards to, a centre-back for the summer. Liverpool are obviously looking at a number of players in the summer to come in and be a centre-back. We have Matip, who will be leaving on a free transfer, unless he's offered a new contract, which I can't really see happening. So then we need someone there. Kwanzaa might be loaned out to get a bit more regular game time because he's a little bit stifled at the moment, not playing every game. Kanate's obviously got injury problems. Van Dijk's not getting any younger. Gomez, injury problems. So we do need that other person to probably come in. You probably need to spend a bit of money on someone to come in to be like a Van Dijk replacement when he's like moved on as a left-sided. But you probably need someone else as well, just to add a little bit of depth. And this player, the age, the price, it makes sense, guys. It really does this one. So I would probably keep an eye on this one in the future, especially due as well to the link we have to the club through our interim sporting director, if he's still called that. Schmadke, his son, is the sporting director of this club. So yeah, it's probably worth keeping an eye on, guys. Next up, Liverpool have had their name chucked in with another midfielder called Edison for Atalanta. Now, it basically says that the article goes on about Coop Miners from Inter Milan to Napoli. And they mention this lad called Edison from Atalanta, who could be the replacement at Inter Milan. And basically Liverpool's name's been chucked in there. Newcastle's been chucked in there. And I just thought I'd have a look at it because I have seen people talking about this on Twitter, X, whatever. And again, this one could be something there, guys. He's 24, Brazilian, central midfielder who can play defensive and attacking. So very much in a similar mould to McAllister. It says that he's probably more of a central midfielder than as an attacking or a defensive one. He's valued at 27 million euros in here, but the article says 40 million euros. So far in Serie A this year, he's made 20 appearances, 5 goals, 1 assist and 3 yellows. In the Europa League, he's made 5 appearances and 1 goal. And in the Italy Cup, he's made 2 appearances and 1 yellow card. So, again, his contract expires in 2026. His agency is Link. And if you look at that, there's only one player on there that Liverpool have been linked with in the past. And I think it's that Rafaela Viega. I'm sure we've been linked with him. Maybe not. Maybe I've got that mixed up with another Viega. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring it to your attention, guys. I've seen people talking about this, and you know the way he plays, he is multifaceted. He can play across a few positions. He can play defensive midfield, very much in a similar mold to McAllister. Might be one to watch, guys. Maybe. Might be one to watch. And then lastly, obviously, he's always kind of mentioned with us, Inacio. And it says here in an article by The Mirror that he is basically holding out for a move to Liverpool. The article reads that one of the central defenders who has been linked with Liverpool is Sporting Lisbon star Inacio. The 22-year-old is very highly rated but is under contract with Sporting until 2027. He has a release clause of 52 million in that contract and is therefore attracting plenty of attention. Madrid and Arsenal are among those who have been linked with previously, and there have been developments. Portuguese newspaper O Joga says Inacio has rejected an offer from Newcastle because he is waiting for Liverpool, Manchester United or Real Madrid to come calling. It has been claimed that Liverpool have been putting calls to the agents of the centre-back to explore the market, but it seems unlikely that they will pay 52 million this month, and they are more likely to wait until the summer to bolster their defence. So this, for me, guys, is one of them players where if it comes to the fact that Real Madrid or Man United or another club are close to signing this lad, I can see Liverpool making a move this month to get this guy. But it always comes down to the fact as well as in who is actually going to be signing the player. Does he want to come to Liverpool or not? Because apparently in the summer, he wanted to stay at Sporting. Liverpool could have signed him for £40 million, but he wanted to stay at Sporting. So again, it's all going to come down to what he exactly wants to do again with this. But as I've just said, if it comes that, you know, Man United or Real Madrid are going to come close to signing this guy, we might see another Luis Diaz, Cody Gakpo type signing where Liverpool bring that signing forward, especially if the guy wants to come to us. Anyway, guys, I'll leave that there. I hope you all have a good weekend and Liverpool win tomorrow, and I'll catch you in the next one.